valuations, which is, hey, why got the sound? Sorry, let me close the WhatsApp. Right. It's annoying. All right. Okay. So slowly, actually, we convert it into, revelations into industrial, which is we come to stages like Malaysia going into semiconductor and manufacturing. So, and after another 20 years, Malaysia's come into like, we have invented, I mean from overseas, okay, from those, the advanced country, they invented like computer, like internet. So slowly Malaysia going into from the manufacturing products into the services, into trading, all right, all kind of services. And the past 10 years, Malaysia actually harvesting into digital and going into financial, okay, in the next 20 year stages, okay. So this is the revolutions. So of course, in different sectors of like agricultural, services, and manufacturing, though also been true for these four. Okay, let me see. Okay, here I can click here. Every sector's also been through these four stages. Like I take an example like manufacturing, industrial. They actually industrial have been through four stages of revolutions, from steam engine until they invented like electricity and oil, and slowly the industrial move on to computer and internet. And now you can see most of the factories actually are cutting down the main power. Because why? They are turning up all the main power into learning about the robotic and AI. So you can see recently there are a lot of classes, a lot of academies, they are providing like robotic class, if you notice that. So we are into that era already, okay? So you can see from the production sides, from GDP, the overall gross domestic product, mainly the majority by the ratio, you can see services and manufacturing itself, the share are 57% and 22%, okay? So meaning to say, from the past, like mining, quarry and construction, agriculture, those are actually those days, okay, in the past, in the first and second stages. And now mainly the most GDP contributed by services and manufacturing. And let me share with you a very interesting GDP by the Asian countries. That means you can see on the screen by these countries. Of course, the first one is Indonesia, then by Thailand, since 1978, okay? Wait, let me turn on this one. And okay. If you cannot see clear, it's blur, let me know, then I will do something on it. Okay, let me share this. Oh, sorry. So here you can see, actually, in terms of the gross GDP, Malaysia moving quite stable for the past 30 years. All right. So, but if you compare to Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, why Malaysia always like three ranking on the third and the fourth and going up and down, up and down. In terms of the populations, I think Indonesia is 8 times. Okay, they have 200 over million people in Indonesia. And in Thailand, okay, they have double of our size. We have 33 million of population, and Thailand, I think up to today, they have 69 million of populations. And Philippines itself, they have 3 times, 107 million. And of course, Singapore is actually lesser than us. Okay, by the country size, also the area size of the country, and also the population size are actually lower. But Singapore actually definitely doing much more better than us in terms of the GDP. But you can see Malaysia moving quite stable. If we compare in this kind of population size, and we can generate this kind of GDP, this kind of result, meaning this figure is telling us Malaysia towards the international market, towards the attracting those foreign direct investment into Malaysia are moving quite good. All right, moving quite good. So from this, you can see, I zoom out, like zoom in into the past 10 years, okay? The GDP is like, in average, 330 billion in USD, okay? USD. And I zoom in into the past 4 years, you can see the growth rate, okay? The growth rate are in the average of 4.5 to 5%. And of course, due to pandemic, in 2020, Malaysia actually have a negative of 4.5%. All right. So you can see those countries like Malaysia, Philippines, and Thailand, those countries are actually in high debt country. So during the pandemic, we suffer from the tourism market. And of course, why Vietnam is not in it? Because Vietnam, before the pandemic comes, they have some migrations from the China and US company. They overtake some of the manufacturing jobs migrations from China and US. So that's why during the pandemic, they are still doing so well. But in Malaysia, Philippines, all these 3 countries, you can see a very strong negative. But from the IMF projected next year and 2021, you can see a rebound on Malaysia. We're having a 6.5% to 6.8% to 7% GDP growth. So meaning to say, moving forward, okay, we have a downtime for the past 10 years, okay, 2 times. One, of course, is the crisis during 2020, and of course, the existing one. And the past one is actually the 2008, the Raymond Brother, okay, tsunami. All right, we call it tsunami. So moving from here, this is of course Chinese. Sorry, I understand some of you cannot understand Mandarin. But from here, he's telling us ASEAN countries are the most computable ranking. From the first one ranking is actually Singapore. Basically, they split it into 4 sections here, the 4 sectors. The first one is actually the overall economy stability. And the second one is actually the government, okay, how the government policy and management, the government management. And the third one is actually finance and business environment, and also the human resources. And the fourth one is actually lifestyle and also the infrastructures. So overall, you can see Malaysia are ranking, this is Malaysia, okay, ranking number 2, okay, ranking number 2. And Malaysia in finance and business environment and also human resource are ranking number 1, okay. This study is actually, this research is actually by Singapore, okay, Singapore, the Lee Kuan Yew University, from the research center. All right, so far okay? Everyone so far can follow? If yes, give me a yes, please. All right, a raised hand. Yeah, Hilda, you have questions? Maybe you can keep it into the, okay, so far okay, all right. So these are telling us why Malaysia is a very strong economy and very stable economy countries among Asia and among the Southeast Asia, okay? So let us go into the Malaysia 3 major cities threshold. most of the people, when you invest, because when we're talking about the CBD, the first thinking, you will think about most of the property actually buying from foreigners, okay? But I can tell you, actually, no, the answer. From those days, okay, Malaysia CBD properties are 80% are actually owning by Malaysian, okay? And slowly moving forward, maybe the numbers drop. You have more foreigners coming in because since Klcc Twin Tower is getting more famous, more popular, so more business travel people and tourists coming into Malaysia. So they get to know Malaysia, and the ratio in purchasing power for CBD properties are getting lesser on local. If you're talking about ratio, we're talking about 100 units of the condo. Maybe the take-up rate is actually now 50-50. 50% of local, 50% of foreigners, okay? And most of the time, foreigners actually, when coming into Malaysia, they will compare into three major cities, okay? First one is actually, of course, Kuala Lumpur, or we call it Greater KL. Greater KL is a combination of Kuala Lumpur and the neighbor state of Selangor. If you can see it here, I combine it into Greater KL over here. So the next one, of course, is the Penang, okay, and Johor in the northern part and the southern part. Johor is actually next to opposite Singapore, and Penang is actually nearly towards to Thailand, okay? Hat Yai. All right, so from the cities itself, you can see threshold comparison in the three major cities. If you're buying into Malaysia, they have a guideline, a threshold minimum 1 million in the Greater KL. But if you go to Selangor, okay, it requires 2 million to purchase at the entry price, at least minimum 2 million. And Penang is 1 to 3 million, Johor is 1,500,000 Malaysia ringgit. So for property type in KL, you can actually own an individual or a strata title, meaning you can buy landed houses or you can buy a high-rise apartment. All right. In Selangor area, you only allow foreigners, okay, we are talking about foreigners, to buy a strata only. Landed, you couldn't buy. But if you're talking about 2 million strata, it will be very big size only, because in terms of per square feet or per square meter price, it will be lower in Selangor state, some of the area. So in terms of 2 million, you have to get something big. But mostly in PJ or Selangor area, you hardly find those big sizes properties, okay? So in Penang, individual, you buy 3 million. That means it's higher than KL. Foreigners have to own a property, it's 3 million. And strata title is 1 million above, all right? So this in Johor is 1 million and strata is 1 million. So if you look at this, Malaysia, My Second Home, recently we have so-called temporarily terminate this program until further notice, okay? But if you own, let's say if you have a Malaysia, if you already apply, you are the visa holder of this Malaysia My Second Home, buying property in Malaysia, in KL is still 1 million threshold. In Selangor is still the same, and also Penang. But in Penang, you have an advantage of getting 50%, everything 50%. For the houses, is 1.5 strata, 500,000. And in Iskandar, okay, same. Only in Johor, only Iskandar, there's no threshold. All right. So look at these three major cities comparison. If you're talking about Kuala Lumpur, Selangor, Penang, and Johor, as all of us know, Kuala Lumpur is the capital of Malaysia. Okay, it's the capital of Malaysia. Most business transactions and tourists, most happening places are actually in Kuala Lumpur. So if you compare, okay, if you invest in a place that entry level in the capital, which one will you choose? Definitely, you will choose a place that we have lower entry area and also the high capital growth one, right? Okay, so this is just to show you how you're going to actually convey this message or deliver this message to your foreign buyers, because most of the time they will actually come into struggling. Should I choose for retirement houses in Penang, Johor? Of course, those areas are quiet places, very peaceful area, very nice for retirement. Okay, but if you're buying a property, also you're looking into, like the capital growth, okay, the return of investment, because always they have a plan B. If you buy a property like foreigner, after a few months or few years, you don't think you want to stay for the next, entire of your life here, and you might consider to rent this unit up, okay, rent this unit out instead of keeping this unit, So if you buy into those other states, okay, you might have facing some of the problem with a rental problem, maybe, okay, the vacancy problem, okay, and the buying power is not so strong in that state. Because most of the investors, for foreign investors, I can tell you, mainly focus, they will come to the city. All right. Next one, you can see the reason are people choosing in the greater KL are actually why Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. You can see because most of the people, some of the foreign investors, they buy KLCC properties, especially those Asian buyers. They're looking into international school net, not those European and Western country people. Of course, those Asian people, they're looking into international school net. They have a plan because studying in Malaysia, the cost is lowest, and also you can get the same certificate from US or whatsoever UK. So international school net itself in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor itself, we have 81 international school. Compared to Penang and Johor, you see you have more choices in the city. And we have direct flight to China. This is one of the reasons also why China buyers like to buy KL instead of buying, Penang and Johor. And embassies, one of the considerations that when they're buying properties here, sometimes when they are getting a visa holders or whatsoever, they want to stay here for business, they need embassies. They need assistance from embassies. So in Penang, Johor, they don't have embassies. So only everything you have to fly it back to KL to do, to communicate and walk into the embassies, okay, to do all this stuff. All right, and transit-oriented, okay, in Greater KL are all connected with the train system. And direct flight to Asian countries. You can see in KL, it's very convenient because it's direct flight and within 2 to 3 hours, you can reach, okay, the Asian country. The maximum is 5 hours. All right. And from here, we can see, you can ignore the last 4 rows, just focus on the high-rise structure. The high-rise structure, you can see Kuala Lumpur and Selangor. If you're buying, the price range, I'm talking the price range, in Greater KL is like 12,000 per meter square. Okay, 12,000 per meter square to 56,000 per meter square. Of course, when you look at 56,000 are those, 5-star brand and well-known branded residents, we call it. And in Selangor, the price range is like 17,000 meter square. And in Penang, the price is quite close to KL properties. And also Johor, when most of the foreigners, they're looking into like the Nusa Jaya area and also the Iskandar area, those areas are never lesser than 16,000 per meter square, per square meter. So you can see from the price, Johor and Penang, both areas are quite close to Kuala Lumpur city centre, the price. Okay, but in terms of capital growth and the rental market, it's much more outstanding in Kuala Lumpur city. All right, so far okay? If yes, give me a yes, please. I make sure everyone can follow. All right, thank you. Okay, let's look at the Kuala Lumpur, the Greater KL movement. You can see from 1984, there are only few areas which we call it the KL city, and also some of the areas, we call it some of the areas, district, like Kepong, Damansara, PJ, and slowly 10 years later, okay, we have expanded to the west. And slowly, we also, another 10 years, you can see moving to the south, and slowly moving to the southeast also. And you can see after 2018, okay, when it comes to 2018, fully expanded. Okay, the whole city is actually moving from KL, the local, we call it the populations. From KL itself, the organic populations moving to these all different districts, okay, to the south, to the west, to the west, northwest. So you can see all this movement, all right? So because why? KL city itself already turned into a central business district, whereas this location is no longer suitable for the organic population, which means the local when they actually married and building a family, and they're getting the family size is getting bigger and bigger. So they have to move, okay, move on. So from here, you can see people are moving out and the city center become a central business district. In another, if you go and search on the Google search on the Penang and Johor states, and you can see, look at the Google map, okay, and compare two maps, okay, how packed are those districts? How matured, okay, how matured are those districts? You can do a comparison with those areas. Of course, Penang are very small islands. If you're talking out of the Penang, the mainland, opposite Penang Islands, you can see also not so matured yet, okay? All right, so you can see from here why people are moving here. In nowadays, KL City, you ask out of 10 people, at least 80%, that means out of 10, there are 8 people are actually not local. That means it's not born in KL. Those people are actually moving from Penang, moving from Johor, moving from Ipoh, okay, to the cities. Because why? Because in the CBD area, just now we look at the gross domestic GDP, gross domestic products, okay, contributed, the highest one is actually from Kuala Lumpur city center. In another words, meaning to say, KL city is generating a lot of job opportunities. Okay. So far, okay. All right. So let's look into the price in Asia. When we talk about the capital, okay, we have finished enough talking about GDP, the economy, and let's look at the square meter prices in Asia. Of course, when investors buy, the price factor is the main concern for them. Okay, the price factor is the main concern for them. So let's look at these square meter prices in Asia. Why I use square meter? Because some of the countries we have overseas warriors here. So if you compare in this Asia country, Malaysia is the fourth. Okay, from the bottom to the top. Okay, is the fourth. Is 3,000 plus minus 3,000 plus minus USD per square meter. In terms of pricing, this is super low. When we compare this one average per square meter price, we are talking about the apartments or the residence property located in the center of the most important city. Okay, in Hong Kong, we know is the central Zhongwan. Okay, in Japan, we know is like in Ginza, in Shinjuku. In Singapore, we are talking about like Sentosa is crazy, and Orchard. And in China, it's like, in Shanghai. Okay. So in India, Mumbai, and of course, Taiwan in Xinyichi. And in Thailand, maybe in Thailand is the one is Sukhumvit. Okay. And Philippines, maybe in Manila. And Malaysia, we're talking about Kuala Lumpur City. If you have been to Cambodia, and you've been to Phnom Penh, you've been to Indonesia, Jakarta, or Vietnam. Okay, those country property prices are in the past 3 years already overtake Malaysia. If you're talking in the central location, price per property, they are very close. And even though in Thailand, I get to know the property is double prices compared to our most expensive branded residence in the Kuala Lumpur city. Okay, I can tell you in the secondary market, the most expensive one in KL right now is Four Seasons. Okay, a branded residence which is come with the bottom hotel, and above is actually service residence, and that is the highest price in the city center. But in Thailand itself, okay, one of the new launch project already overtake is actually double price than Four Seasons in Malaysia. All right. So you can compare in this area, because most of the foreigners, when we are talking about coming into this Malaysia for retirement, for the education, for investment, they will look into all these areas. Okay. I shortlisted down 9 the most sought after locations for foreigners, like Kuala Lumpur City, Damansara Heights, Mount Kiara, Desa Siratamas, Bangsa, Seputeh, Taman Desa, Desa Park City, Ampang. But if we look at the all these areas, okay, those areas actually are good. But if you compare in terms of investment capital growth, the most highest one is actually in the CBD area, which is number one. Okay, in terms of capital growth, okay, is number one. Okay, throughout the past 20 years. And from here we can see, okay, this one I use price per square feet, easy for you to capture. So you can understand in the city center and also the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 areas. Okay, if you can see, most of the tier 2, tier 3 areas are those young working adults or young families. They stay near to the cities. The price per square feet is actually measuring it 900 to 1,002 in the tier 2 and 600 to 800 in tier 3. So in the city center itself, if you are talking about the central, okay, the CBD, we've talked about the radius of 3 kilometers away, 3 kilometers away. In this, the first circle, the smaller circles one. All right, the price are talking about like 1,003 per square foot, okay, to 3,005 PSF. Okay, of course, we are talking 1,003 per square foot are those either their sizes are very big or the properties are very old. Okay, until if you are talking about for the past 10 years property, okay, just developed recently or the past 10 years, the price should be around 1,008 onwards to 3,005. Of course, anything above that will be branded residence. Above 2,000 will be branded residence already. Okay, later I'll show you. And you can see from the central area, from this, I mean, tier 2 coming into the city is like 15 kilometers away. And from tier 1 coming into this area is like 5.5 kilometers away. But in the central business district, it's not large. It's very, very, very small only. The area are very small. We are talking about the radius of 1 to 3 kilometers away only. All right. Okay, let's look about this location. KLCC, I understand most of you at least you will know where is KLCC, huh? Do you guys all know where is Twin Tower? Mind to share the Thailand property name which double price of all season KLCC. Can Edwin, I will share with you. All right. Later I'll share in the chat group. Okay, Edwin, Telegram, just join the Telegram chat group. Okay, so how many of you know about KLCC Twin Tower? Give me a 3, please. You must know this one. Right. Okay, good. So in the map, on the map, actually, you can see I actually boxed up and highlighted those areas are those BC areas with come with residents and also residences and also the offices. All right. And let me get you to understand of this KL Tower, one of the telecommunications tower, and also sky deck. It's also a sky deck for tourists. And we call it these three areas. These three areas is actually connecting with three major main roads, which we call it Jalan Sultan Ismail. Jalan it means road avenue. Jalan Sultan Ismail, Jalan Raja Chulan, and Jalan Bukit Bintang. So these three roads actually, if you connected three together, we call it a golden triangle in those days. Okay, when I'm still young, 20 years ago. Okay, and recently the government actually is expanding this KL City Center. I mean the golden triangle area. Okay, so the golden triangle area, they add on another two major development, which we call it, add in another two landmarks. As we know, last time we only had KL Tower and KLCC, the Twin Tower, the tallest Twin Tower in the world. Okay, and now we have another two tall buildings coming up, which is one is TRX on the right hand side, which is this blue one. Okay, and this is completed. Okay, and on the left one is actually called 118. It's actually the government investment firm. Okay, it's just like Temasek in Singapore. So this is by PNB. PNB 118 is actually developed on the stadium. Okay, they demolished one of the stadium. That stadium actually used to be a concert place. Last time Michael Jackson also was used to be held a concert over there. All right, so this is 118. So 118 is 600 meters, 600 meters. And this one is 495 meters. So now they actually expanded the CBD areas, the Golden Triangle, okay, into this form. All right. From only KLCC, KL Tower, and Pavilion. The middle one is actually Pavilion. Pavilion is actually Bukit Bintang Street. It's actually a tourism place. If you go to Singapore, it's just a Orchard Road. If you go to Japan, it's just like Ginza. All right. So in Malaysia, in the CBD area, in the capital, we have one shopping paradise, which quite happening. Okay, before the pandemic, is very happening. Of course, now no tourists are very happening every week. Okay, I can see every week, almost every day, every night. It's very happening. Okay, so you can see in this location they are really expanded into PMB and also toward the southwest. Okay, the PMB is southwest, and the TRX is a financial hub. Okay, it's the financial hub. So towards to southeast. So the Conlay property is actually just located in between two landmarks. Okay, you can see KLCC. You can see KLCC twin buildings and also the TRX. And from here, it is a very close distance, 1.5 kilometers away. It's walkable because sooner or later, they will connect all the pedestrian walkway. Okay, on this part itself, they already have a very good connections of the sky bridge, the pedestrian walkway with all air conditioning system. That means because it's quite hot in Malaysia, it's very warm. So the weather. So it's all connected. Imagine last time when I go, when I went to Thailand, when I was 18 years old in Thailand, I see, wow, all the bridges actually started to connect it. But by the time Malaysia haven't got any pedestrian walkway. And slowly Malaysia also follow Thailand and build all those connected end-to-end, okay, pedestrian walkway. And they add in the air conditioning system, okay. In Thailand, one is actually open air. In Malaysia, one is conditioning. Malaysia, we call it Kia Su, okay. That means people got, then we want better than people's one, okay. I don't know whether it's good for everyone, but definitely for ladies are very, very good because when you walk from residence to shopping mall to a convention center or whatever transportation, inside the pedestrian walkway is very comfortable. And eventually all this pedestrian walkway, the sky bridge, we connected to Conlay, Jalan Conlay, and also to the TRX. All right. So walking distance is walkable. It's very near. So it's located in between these two landmarks. And towards the central, if we are taking Conlay, the red color one, Conlay as a central, as a middle, as a location point. So moving to the west, you can see actually BBCC, this whole area triangle is actually called it Bukit Bintang City Center. It's the whole shopping paradise experience area, very happening area. And slowly they were expanding another Japanese mall here, which is called Lalaport. So from Pavilion itself, the Bukit Bintang Street will slowly extend to here, just next to the Times Square. So this whole area is actually a shopping street. This whole area is actually a shopping street. So we have tourism location over here. And slowly I'll show you more what is on the other side. All right. So far, okay for everyone. So before 1990s, this is how it looks like Malaysia. And in 1996, I was studying in the same road of KLCC, the Twin Tower. My primary school was actually one of the building there. So I witnessed the whole change of the entire of Kuala Lumpur. So you can see KLCC, before KLCC built, this is the Independence Square and the High Court. You can see nothing happening here. In this area is actually KLCC area. All right. And look at today, KLCC boom. And for the past 25 years, after the government actually spent a lot of investment to building a world-class city in these central locations. And in the middle, you can see a very huge 50 acres park, very nice park. And let's look at the expansion of the southeast area, which we call it a financial hub. You can see this Exchange 106 recently completed. In the next training of core residents, I will actually touch on this TRX, because one of the property core residents is actually seated located in the mid. It's just next to the financial tower. All right. So you can see 16 years ago, this land is actually a vacant land owned by the government, and government actually turned it into a financial hub. So before this, they actually developed the whole KL Twin Tower area, which today you go in Twin Tower area, already very matured, already very packed. I can tell you the commercial activities there, the business activities. In the cities, commercial, you can go and Google it. In the cities, overall in Malaysia, the commercial, including commercial, I'm talking about the commercial, including like retail lot, shopping mall, office, okay, all these commercial lot includes Soho unit, okay. Overall occupancy rate 80%. But if you narrow down, if you zoom in into the city CBD area, is 95% occupancy rate. Okay, 95%. Meaning to say, in terms of the offices, okay, the retail shopping mall in the CBD areas are 95% or above occupancy rate. It's quite cool. All right. So the business activity there are very, very strong. Just like I show you the economy and the data of the GDP. You know, in KL City Center, there are a lot of multinationals company. Even though like Huawei, they have their office set up here, the regional office. SAP, the #1 software development, the largest development software development company, are also just along Conlay Sales Gallery, just same road as Conlay Sales Gallery. And a lot of IT companies, a lot of finance sectors companies, a lot of trading companies, and a lot of oil and gas companies in that area. All right. So look at this. You see, from here, I just want to show you, it's actually the same map that you saw, but this is in the satellite map. Okay. You can see how packed and how matured it is in the CBD area, in this area. Okay. They are actually very limited land to develop in the CBD area already. Okay. On the right hand side, you can see is actually a Royal Selangor Golf Club over here. Okay. I will show you more later. So this is the new Golden Triangle. So KLCC Twin Tower, 118, TRX, and in the central is the Bukit Bintang Street. All right. Just now I mentioned that in the CBD area, overall, there are more than like 27 units, 27 developments are ongoing. Some are actually balanced unit, not much. Okay. But most sought after and most people actually talking about the project in the city center are those you see it on the left hand side on the screen. Okay. 1 to 8 is actually those branded residents, or I call it, they are selling a branded residence price. In terms of PSF means per square feet price, 4 season resident, Seoul Sofitel. Okay, I highlight a few which is already completed one. #1 is already completed. #3 is already completed. Okay, #4 is already completed. Okay, #5 recently just completed. Okay, you can have a look. And only these four properties are already completed. 4 season, 1, 3, 4, and 5. And if you look at #2, the rest are actually still under construction. Okay. Of course, we know Four Seasons, Seoul Sofitel, W Hotel, Ritz-Carlton, those are actually branded residents. And also 8 Conlay. 8 Conlay are the most expensive one. We will have another training on 8 Conlay. This is one of the shortlisted also project. I managed to sold a few because the starting price is like 2 million onwards, the starting price. So if you look at besides those branded residents, just like I mentioned, 4 Seasons, Seoul Sofitel, those are actually 3,000 per square feet, including 8 Conlay, above. Okay, above. And like Star Residence, Royce Residence, and Isola Residence, those properties are actually not a branded residence, but they are in the walking distance, like less than 700 or 500 meters away from the Twin Tower. But they are selling like, 2006 to 2009 per square feet. Okay. But I have concern of all these developers on their workmanship. Okay. On their workmanship, and also how the concept of the development. So those are projects that we don't touch. Okay. And we are talking about Agile, Bukit Bintang, because usually when I propose to clients, I talk to my clients, I talk to the prospect, I will tell them, I already shortlisted a few for you. Okay. You don't have to go. And sometimes they want to just explore it. I will accompany them to explore. We went into Star Residence, let them present, let them talk. Then you compare already, you come back. Okay. And some of the project ranging from 1006 to 2001 are the area you can see it from A, B, C, D. Is quite near to Conlay site. Okay, A, B, C, D, you can see it from the map. A is actually Agile, is actually a China developers. JV, joint venture with the local listed company, the landowner, Tropicana. So Agile actually, I think, not fully sold out yet, but 80 to 90%. Okay, Agile in terms of quality, I don't know yet because the first project recently they just completed in Mount Kiara. Okay, but if you compare apple to apple, okay, in location, Conlay and Agile is quite near, quite close. Can you see? A and C is quite close. But why I don't sell Agile instead of I sell Conlay is because later I will show you the whole things are different. First, the developer background. Secondly, the quality of the workmanship. Okay, and thirdly, actually the concept. All right. So Agile is actually not branded. No hotel services. All right, no hotels concierge services. And Eaton Residence is actually by Singapore developers. It's just right opposite Conlay, just one street only. This B1. Okay, is a leasehold property. Of course, Conlay is freehold, Agile is freehold, but Eaton Residence is a leasehold property. It's selling like 1006, but it's completing very soon. And Aria already completed. D. Aria is just next to Conlay Sales Gallery, which is later I will bring you guys go to the Sales Gallery. Okay. And 1,003 to 1,005 per square feet are one of the projects that I think if you want something large, okay, sizes, but cheap in per square feet, okay, and near to the city, Pavilion Embassies you can consider. So from here, you can see those are shortlisted, most of the projects that people will buy, okay, and they will consider in the city center, all right? So in terms of pricing wise, why I choose Conlay is very simple, okay? Later you can see it yourself. We have cheaper price. In the price factor, you invest in property, you look at the capital growth, you entry at the cheaper price, lower price compared to others, okay? But in terms of location wise, it must be strategic enough for capital growth, okay? And good enough, strategic enough to attract a tenant, all right? And also by walking distance. And the rest of 1006 and 2001, just now I already mentioned what are the reason why. Because Agile is a concern and Eaton Residence is almost just 300 price in per square feet difference is lower, but it's leasehold. All right. If you're looking for lesser entry, even lesser, you go for Eaton Residence because that is cheaper already because it's leasehold. At least 200 to 300 per square feet difference. And Aria is actually completed. So those nice units are already sold out. The leftover units are also those block unit okay, so-called obstructed unit no view one. Okay, next to it is office commercial units. So far, okay? If okay, give me a 5, please. All right. Hopefully, I won't bring you to Holland. Okay. In Chinese, okay, Holland is mati already. Okay, very good. Okay, this is also considered Klcc zone. And we can see the expansion of TRX and 118. So why so strategic of Conlay location? Because Conlay is just seated in between walking distance of TRX and Klcc. Let's imagine this. If you own a property 20 years ago, or let's say 15 years ago, 18 years back, in Klcc area, that time haven't boomed yet. I remember the booming time was like starting from 2009. I was in secondary market in Klcc. And one of the project called Mark Residence by the Singapore developer Beverly Group, they actually have a late delivery okay, on the projects. Before they launched in 2003 or 2004, sometimes around that, they launched it like 500 or 400 per square feet price. Okay, that's very cheap, right? Okay, you can't buy anything below 1,000 per square feet in Klcc area. That time was only 500 below per square feet, just opposite Klcc Twin Tower. Imagine now here is Mark Residence. When I come down to the lobby, I cross the street. Okay, the street is like, less than 30 meters only. Then I cross the street, Twin Tower is just in front of me. And when they hand over the key in 2007, the price shot up to rise to 900 PSF. Within 6 month times, from 900 per square feet, okay, the price went up to 1,005 PSF. But after a few years of the stagnant from 2015 onwards, the price now is still remaining 1,008 PSF for a property like already 13 years since completion. Okay, since completed 13 years from now, is double up the prices, at least double up from 900 per square feet. If you are talking about secondary market, if you talk about the launch market, will be 15 years already. So 15 years to 2020 is like how many years? 15 years. 15 years is 3 times. If you are entering into secondary market in 2007 or 2009, that period of time is actually 900 to 1,003 per PSF. So from there, you buy your entry is actually double up. Okay, 15 years back is triple. 10 years back is actually double the price. Okay, so far okay? All right. So from there, you can see if you own a property 15 years ago there, okay, not only marked residence, some of the residences walking distance within 1 kilometers away already at least double or triple prices. Okay, of course, more and more business activities, more and more foreign companies and MNCs coming into this area. Okay, and those are actually multinational companies. Let me show you some of the amenities around this area. You can see KL City Centre, we have a shopping mall. At least famous one, we have shortlisted 9. Pavilion is the shopping paradise. Fahrenheit, Sungai Wang, Laoe Plaza is an IT center, selling all those IT stuff. Berjaya Times Square, and next to Berjaya Times Square coming up is actually a huge one, a Lalaport. Lalaport is actually by Mitsui, the largest developer from Japan. Opposite Berjaya is actually a very huge mall coming up, BBCC, and Surya Klcc under the Twin Tower. Kyo City Mall is actually somewhere along Jalan Sultan Ismail, and Sogo and Central Market Kuala Lumpur selling art craft. Another one coming up is actually just underneath of TRX. TRX, if you don't know, TRX is actually here. So the KLCC zone, you see it, a pavilion over here. Okay, 800 meters away, this is TRX, and Conlay is actually over here. All right, over here. So from here, TRX, there's one shopping mall coming up. The department store will be running the show by Cebu, okay, Japanese department store. And also the company from Hong Kong, Dairy Farm, is actually going into TRX. And this mall will be 2 million square feet. It will be completing this year. And I think will be operating very soon, end of this year, to catch the festival season and also early of next year. Okay. All right. So this is the shopping mall. And we call it BBCC and the international embassies. For your information, we have more than 102 embassies, okay, in the city itself, okay. Along Jalan Ampang, we call this Ampang area. The KLCC, we call it Jalan Ampang because KLCC Twin Tower is situated along Jalan Ampang. So the Ampang area here, we have more than these are the major one. This is the main advanced country one. It's just located somewhere around here. So if you can see Embassy of United States, okay, here, the number 4 one, our sales gallery is just opposite here. All right. So nearest to the side one is actually number 5. Number 5 is the Japan embassies. So Conlay, you can see, Conlay is over here. Okay. The star with the star mark one. So the nearest to Conlay is actually at Japan embassies. The nearest to US embassies is actually the sales gallery. Okay. So we have a lot of embassies. In other words, most of the time, you have a lot of ambassadors renting the apartments in this area. Okay. And Conlay is actually just situated location over here. When you see, because Conlay is one of the project joint venture with the local developer, well-known developers, which is also a listed company with Japan largest company, which is Mitsui Fudosan. So this Mitsui is actually the largest developer in Japan. And the whole design and concept is very suitable for Japanese. And people like who like to, have those very traditional kind of classic feel. This is the one. And I think the ambassadors from Japan, they will like it very much. Okay, within the walking distance. And you can see the universities here. Okay, we have a lot of universities over here. Of course, we have more than this, but within the 5 kilometers radius, you can see it. Those are the universities. Right, Conlay is over here. One important thing is that the international school, just like I mentioned, is SchoolNet. SchoolNet is also one very important that, one of, I have few, not only one, a few of my clients are actually, they are buying this. Maybe next time they will send their kids to Malaysia. So they want to buy a property just somewhere nearby. Okay, maybe next time they will pay a visit. The children might not be staying in that unit, but sometimes they consider they might have time flying over here to visit the children and want to have a place, okay, to stay with the families. So you can see the most famous school in Malaysia, the International School of Kuala Lumpur, number one, okay, the most expensive one, and also the very top school in Malaysia, international school, is ISKL. It's quite nearby. And we have more than 8 actually. We have more internationals around this area. And one thing very convenient that we have all those international school bus operating by a few companies. One of the companies actually operating by my friends. They have more than like 100 over buses to just send kids to the international school. All right. So no matter you're living in the city, you want to send the kids to Mont Kiara International School or to the north, to the west, to the east, no problem. And even though we have one international school only mainly for Germans and only main for Japanese, of course far away from the cities, at least talking about 25-minute driving distance. So, but all these buses actually can help you send to the school. So no problem if you're living in the city center. This is so convenient. Okay. So the Conlay is over here. And we have hospital. Prince Court Medical Center is just next to Conlay. And Prince Court is actually one of the top JCI accredited. JCI is the Joint Commissions International. That means they provide the best healthcare, international healthcare. It's an organization to give you accreditations on the medical treatment in ranking. So Malaysia actually ranked in 2015 to 2018. We ranked top 3, okay, in the whole world. Okay, in terms of a few factors, because of the price, the cost of the treatment, and also the medical treatments, and also the environment as well. So you can see Prince Court, City Health, we have a lot of medical centers. Those are actually very top medical centers. And most of the JCI accredited hospital medical center were scattered around in the city. Okay. If you go to like Penang, if you go to like Johor, there are only a few, less than 10 JCI accredited medical centers. So look at this, because when we're touching about the medical, let's look at top 10 global medical tourism destination by value USD million. Malaysia actually, out of 10, there are 4 under Asia country, and there are only 2 for Southeast Asia country, which is Thailand and Malaysia. So Malaysia is one of the top destination for medical tourism. Okay, let me show you some data. So who needs medical tourism? Those people who mostly close to retire or already retired one. They will come here for all these kind of treatments, IVF, cancer, cardiology, dental care, neurology, all these things. And the top medical tourism in Southeast Asia are actually in Thailand, Singapore, and Malaysia. Okay, in Malaysia. And I can tell you, I take an example. Like if you go to Hong Kong, same services. That you go into one of the very well-known hospital, Yong Bo Yi Yun, they call it Yong Bo Yi Yun, okay, in Cantonese. So if you do a normal ladies checkup, okay, you have to pay 3 times to 4 times more than Prince Court. But Prince Court Medical Center just next to Conlay, you are paying 3 times to 4 times lesser on the ladies' full checkup treatment. Okay, and very good in this. You enjoy a luxurious facilities and also services. If you don't speak English or you don't speak Malay, they have a translator for you, right? Just for you. Very convenient and very 5-star hotel luxury experience in that medical center. Because why I know? Because my wife been admitted, used to admitted to that medical center. And that room, I can tell you, if you're lying on, they don't have joined as 2 beds room. They don't have the ward with 2 beds. All are actually single bedroom, single ward. So that single ward with a very big windows, and that windows is actually looking to what? Looking to KLCC Twin Tower. Very nice view. Okay. Only doing eye drop and admitted to the hospital because of eye problem. They charge like 6,000, but we actually claim from the hospital. I mean, claim from the insurance company. So these are, which is cheaper. You can see the heart wave. Okay, the heart wave replacement. You can see in USD, if you do in Singapore, of course we are cheaper. I have another version in Chinese one. We compare a few cities like in Thailand, in US, in Hong Kong, in Singapore. I didn't put up to this slide. We are much more cheaper. If you are thinking about like medical costs, 65% to 80% if you compare to the US. If you compare to the UK countries, it's 50 to 60% cheaper on the cost. So why people flying to Malaysia to do their medical treatment? That's the reason. And you see, from the past medical tourism in Malaysia, the number of the foreign patients in Malaysia is on the rise, is going up. So you see the number of foreign patients from 600,000 up to today. In 2019 itself, 1.5 million patients flew into Malaysia just to do the medical treatment. And this one, when they come here, they don't just only come for a week or a few days. Most of them actually come for a short term, they explore. Since they fly in so far already, they come here for golfing, they come for shopping, they come explore the food, the culture here. Then they live in the apartment, they will rent the apartment short term, like 3 months to 6 months. Okay? And they will bring the family come over. So this just give you an idea. Conlay, people were buying for like holiday homes. Okay? They fly here, like one of my clients, they have 2 bases. One base in UK, one base in Southeast Asia. And they set Southeast Asia, Malaysia as their base. So they live in Hong Kong. So when they live in Hong Kong, okay, when the summer, okay, they will go to Malaysia. All right, because in Hong Kong and in UK, the summer is very, very warm. Okay, and they fly into Malaysia and then they tour around in the Southeast Asia country. And until the winter, they will fly back to like either Hong Kong or fly to UK to have their spring or maybe the winter in UK and other countries. So this is a holiday home for them to come here. So some of the KLCC property, when you see why the occupancy rate so low, some are the lights are actually turned off one because people buying that property actually they don't care about the rental. They just buying for holiday only. Yeah, and some of them actually buy for investment. Of course, looking at rental investment, rental income, and also the capital income. Okay, the appreciation, and people buying for retirement. Okay, because if you say a retirement should not be the city so busy, right? Yes, some of them they don't like busy area, but some of them they're really used to the city living. Okay, and they want to find a place. Conlay, one of the main thing. Why they name this project under Conlay is because that street is actually a royal family. It used to be a royal family street. Until today, there are a lot of, Sultan mansion. The Sultan, that means king in Malaysia. We have different states. We have nine Sultan. Okay, we have 9 Sultan, 9 kings. All the mansions are along Jalan Conlay. Okay? Until today, there are still few mansions in Jalan Conlay. All right. So people want retirement in the cities. There are people living in the cities, like wall residents, also by E&O. Some of the people living in those big units for retirement. Because when they come down, they want to go for golfing. They want to go for nearest shopping center. Okay, they don't want to drive. And we have most most convenient places in the city already. But Conlay, one of the unique place in the city although in the city, but it's in a quiet place. In a quiet environment. Okay, you will feel those noises. And of course, people buying for business, they don't want to fly here and rent a hotel or Airbnb. They will just buy it for business purposes because they fly in like 3 months a year, 6 months a year. They want accommodations for them for a short stay. All right, so far okay. And your potential tenants, okay, we have a lot of professional doctors over there. Okay, most of them are actually from overseas, and we have ambassadors, and not overseas also. Outstations. They are not in the city, because why? They have. You ask me, doctor can buy property. Why they want to rent from you? Yes, correct. But sometimes doctor, 24 hours on call standby. So they need a place nearer to the hospital. They have many properties. I tell you, they have many properties. But sometimes they just want the property so near to the hospital that they can actually, work nearest and have more rest. Okay, so ambassadors, because we have a lot of embassies over there. Expatriates, we have a lot of MNCs companies. Usually they will rent 2 years at least minimum. And we have medical tourists. We have a lot of universities lecturers. And we have a lot of business travelers flying into here for business purposes. So those are your target tenants. So if you are looking into investment, those are your target tenant. All right. So this is a map. After this one, we will go into a showroom walkthrough. Okay. Are you guys ready? If yes, type ready, please. So from here, let you understand a bit on the orientation. So you can see here very clear, this is Conlay. All right, I'd like to draw on the map. This is Conlay Locations. All right. So you just need to remember the main road. Conlay is actually off-road of Jalan Tun Razak. Okay, this is the off-road Jalan Tun Razak. And also the same road with TRX. This is TRX, the financial hub. So to financial hub is 1.5 kilometers away. All right. And to Klcc is 1.7 kilometers away. All right. Using which way? Jalan Kiaping. Okay, you can connect. Of course, this is one-way street lah. Maybe there's another alternative route from here. So you need to remember Jalan Tun Razak is the main road. Okay, and towards here, this is actually just to let you know Jalan Bukit Bintang. All those 5-star hotels, you see Ritz-Carlton, JW Marriott, those are all here. All right. So here, it's not so small, actually bigger. This is called BBCC. Okay, BBCC, Bukit Bintang City Center, the shopping paradise. So all this area here, you can see Citibank, you can see all those IT company, oil and gas company. Not only here, Jalan Sultan Ismail, along this road, there are a lot of offices also, Standard Chartered Bank, AIA, whatsoever. They are all here, okay? The multinational companies. So why Conlay is so potential is because they are really sitting in a matured area, which a ready tenant waiting for you. And next to it, in TRX, it will be creating 500,000 job opportunities. And TRX, if you want to understand more of this, I won't talk here so much. We will do it in the core residence training. But I just let you know, they were creating 500,000 job opportunities. And Conlay is just one station away from TRX, MRT station. So talking about 2 minutes, okay? And the other connecting point, you can see the blue dots over here. Let me clear off all this. You can see this is KLCC East, and this is Conlay Station. So from Conlay to Conlay Station is just 50 meters, less than that, 50 meters. So when you reach Conlay Station, either you want to continue walk to Bukit Bintang, 750 meters, or you take an MRT station to TRX. Because TRX, there is a transit. You can see a purple here, purple line. Okay, it will bring you to Bukit Bintang as well. So you come out to the shopping paradise route. So you take, if you're lazy, you come down, you go TRX, the financial hub. There is a shopping mall already. And if you want to go Pavilion, most of the flagship store, Chanel, Hermes, whatever branded one are all in Pavilion. Okay, the flagship store. So if you want to go KLCC, okay, So you just take from towards the north. So towards the north, there's a KLCC East Park, KLCC East Station. So KLCC East, and you see this entire green area is the 50 acres of International Park. It's a very beautiful park, okay? A lot of water features, a lot of trees in the city. So you can jog here, okay? You can do your morning running over here, okay? So this is just one station, 2 minutes away. So underground, they are building a tunnel 1.2 kilometers, okay? Let me clear all this. Underground, they are connecting a 1.2 kilometers, I think less than that, tunnel, connect KLCC East Station to the Twin Towers. There are many ways actually you can connect. Because Conlay, when you come out, there's another link which in this Bayam tree, you can connect to Convention Center. Okay, a conditioning one. And when you come to the Convention Center, it also can connect you to KLCC, the tunnel. So it's all connecting. And next time, Jalan Conlay, they have a bridge also. The Sky Bridge, all will be connected to KRX. Okay, this is in the planning. They already do have the alignment to do it. So far, okay? Clear? And on the other side, you can see this is the Royal Selangor Golf Club. Why got a Royal Selangor Golf Club? Because I mentioned here, last time used to be a lot of royal families over here. So this belongs to the royal families. This is the Royal Selangor Golf Club. This is also one of the very world-class golf club. They don't sell, it's a member golf club, but they don't sell membership anymore. Okay? Only those royal families and those, you have to interview, only you can join the membership. Okay? Unless someone refer or recommend you, introduce you, you only can join the membership. Okay? So it's not simply you just walk in and say, I got money, then I can join. No. Okay? It's just opposite Prince Court Medical Center, opposite Conlay only. All right? So at the other point here, I want you to have a look at the bottom here. At this corner, of course, it's not in the map. This one, we call it a TREC. I don't know why they don't draw this. TREC. Tun Razak. Everything is named after Jalan Tun Razak. Tun Razak is the second prime minister in Malaysia. Okay, second prime minister in Malaysia. So the Tun Razak Exchange is also Najib's father's. Is it? Am I right? Okay. So Tun Razak Exchange is entertainment center. They duplicate the concept from Shanghai Xintiandi, duplicate the concept of Hong Kong Lan Kwai Fong, and they duplicate the concept of Singapore Clarke. All those entertainment center, they combine it together. So it's already completed. Okay. I understand why, because this is a tourist area also. So, and also people working here in the financial place, they will be very stressed one. So they need an entertainment center to cross over. So underneath there's a tunnel. Okay. So you can actually cross over because there's a tunnel connected to the MRT station. Okay. So they lease this piece of land, 7 acres from Royal Selangor for leasing for 50 years. Okay. It's a very nice place. But at the moment you go and see, because a lot of construction, the road might not be looking so good. But after all this TRX completing, it looks so pretty, so sexy. Okay. All right. So far, so good. I hope it clears. And embassies area actually on here, all those area here. Okay. Next one. Just to show you next one. Okay. I have to close this and on it. MRT line 1, which is the Tun Razak Exchange. You can change this line and then towards to all those stations over here. Of course, this one you can search online. And MRT line 2, this will be completing in 2023. Early of 2023. Actually, it's under construction already. All the tunnel is already there. Okay. So Conlay Station. So one station to KLCC East, one station to the south is Tun Razak Exchange. Okay. So from here, you can change another line, Ampang Park Station, to an existing LRT. But this line, most of the area is going to the medium and low class area, residential area. Chan Sao Lin also, another LRT line you can change to different local areas. But those areas are local, actually don't go. I mean, foreigners don't go. Okay. All right. Not finished yet. Okay. Can we guys have a 3 minutes break? Yes. Then I will show you another last showroom videos. Then we actually can end the sections. That showroom videos will explain to you. We are going into nano already. Okay. We finish up the macro, micro. Now we're going to the project facts already. Okay, I bring you to the showroom. You don't have to go there. It will be very clear. I will be pre-recorded. 3 to 5 minute breaks. We come back. 飲水先 drink water. Go toilet break. Okay, it's about 260 megabyte. Wow, so large. It's sharing over here. Then you can download from the chat room. Also in the Telegram. Okay, no problem. Let's share in the Telegram. Don't want to affect the speed here. Okay, can we continue? Yes, everyone back. Let's continue. Another, this is 30 minutes only. From my end, I won't hear because I already share some from the computer. So I won't hear any voice, sounds over here. So you guys, if I start playing that video, we'll walk through the sales gallery. Of course, the sales gallery is so big. So I just focus on those areas that you guys need to know. All right. So, but I can tell you most of the thing later. I will tell you how to get access to it. You just type a check. You reply a check, say, can hear. Then I can know you can hear the video already. So I just going to play now. Enjoy it.
Okay. Our company E&O, actually the full name is Eastern and Oriental Berhad. It's a publicly listed company in Malaysia. We not only having property in Malaysia, for instance in KL, in Penang and Johor. In UK, London, we also having property development. So for our company, we not only having property development business, but we also have hotel management and property investment as well. So actually in Malaysia, we are considered the top developer, especially in niche residential developments. Yeah. And then this is our track record or our profile of our E&O. For instance, this is actually our very famous heritage hotel in Penang called Eastern and Oriental Hotel since 1885. Okay, this one is very famous in Penang. And then this is our flagship development in Penang. The area is called Sri Tanjung Pinang. It's a three-fund development, is reclamation islands projects. This is fully developed and we are waiting for our second phase. So in KL we have the projects in Taman Sarahai area as well for those bungalow and villas developments. In KL City we have high-rise condo like dual residence, Samari and the Mills. Conlay is our latest development that second time partner with Mitsui Futosan. Okay, for our Conlay, this is our second time E&O partnership with Mitsui Futosan to have these projects. Actually, for our partner Mitsui Futosan is one of the largest developer in Japan. They not only having business in property development, but also in many business like retail, hotel management as well. So for Malaysia, actually they are having other developments like in Bukit Bintang area, they have a project called PPCC. And then for residential project is with us E&O to do this Conlay. And then in another country like in Singapore, in Bangkok, and also actually in Philippines, USA also they have a lot of projects. So actually they are a very, very big and very famous developer as well. Yeah. Our company E&O actually is very experienced in hotel management industry. Therefore, actually the hotel management is in our DNA. We are putting our DNA into our property development. So for instance, our Conlay actually we having hotel management service like concierge service, room service, doorman service, 24-hour securities and in-room service. Not to mention all the facilities like the gyms, the swimming pool, all the function rooms that located in level 11 and level 36. Yeah, we were giving you a living experience just like a hotel because this is in our DNA. For our Conlay, we have total story of 52 story. Total unit we have is 491. It's considered very low density development. So as you can see, actually we will have two levels of the facility floor, which is level 11, level 36, and for rooftop level 50 actually is a sky dining areas. For our facility floor 11 and 36, we will having the heated infinity swimming pool. Level 11 and level 36 are our facility floors. It's open for residents that can either go for the low facility floor or high facility floors. Actually, the facility allocation is quite similar, which inclusive of the heated infinity swimming pool, the gym room, and then the sauna, the jacuzzi, the multi-purpose hall, game room, billiards room, kitchens, preparation areas. Same go to level 36. Okay, so for the sky dining area is something like fine dining areas, is open for public and also for residents. Okay, for our parkings area, it starts from level 1 to level 10, so we total have 10 elevated parking area plus 1 basement parking area that is for visitors. So for our low zone, we are having 5 lifts to serve 1 floor. For higher zone, we having 6 lifts to serve 1 floor. And then for our Conlay Klcc, the land title is freehold. And then for our Conlay, some of the unit come with parking slot. One unit to 2 units of the parkings is allocated to the unit. I would like to introduce to you our master designer for our Conlay. He is Mr. Kerry Hill. He is a very famous Australian-based architect. He is the master designer for the facade of the Conlay and also the space design. Kerry Hill design philosophy is very simple. He is very detailing in the crafted simplicity. So this is the masterpiece by Kerry Hill throughout worldwide. For instance, this is the Anna menu in Japan, and then this is Aman Tokyo Hotel in Japan, Tokyo. This is Martin 38 in Singapore, and then this is in Bangkok. This is in Aman Delhi, and then in Malaysia, this is the Tatai Langkawi, is designed by Kerry Hill. Okay, this is how our Conlay walkway looks like. The grey color timber tiles, and then for the wall fixtures is similar, like very simple line of the fixtures, and the lighting in front of your entrance, and same go for the wall fixtures. The ceiling fixtures is very simple and elegant kind of style. The white for the corridor is near to 2 meters.
So now we are going to the biggest layout in Conlay.
Yeah, welcome to our...
We have our beautiful ladies over here, Maggie.
Hi, I'm Maggie here. Welcome to our Conlay biggest share unit. This is our Type D 2+1 layout, 2 room plus 1 study room. The size is 1,335 square feet. Come join me for the walkthrough. So this is our foyer areas. Before you come into our unit, we will provide, actually our unit is considered fully fitted conditions, which means all the built-in and the fitting are provided. Like this is our shoe cabinet. This is provided.
What materials of these cabinets?
This is actually custom-made cabinet. Yeah.
Okay, custom-made cabinet.
Custom-made. And then the full set of the kitchen cabinet is provided with the electric appliances, like we provide the Bosch electric cooker and the hob.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. And then for this layout Type D, we will provide the marble countertop as well.
Marble
countertop.
Marble countertop.
Marble countertop, yes,
right.
Is provided. And then likewise for the pull-out tab.
Okay.
This is a Hans Krohe brand, and then for the washing machine is Tekka, and then we also provide this.
The waste disposal.
Waste disposal. This is the brand Glangard. Yeah, from Germany. Okay.
All branded stuff.
Yes, and then full height kitchen cabinet are provided.
Is the Nespresso coffee maker provided?
If you purchase, I will personally as a gift to you.
Alright.
And then the Bosch microwave and the oven are provided.
Okay.
And then here,
Okay, Bosch.
yeah, and the
So those
Oven.
have actually how many years warranty for electrical appliances?
Is 1 year.
1 year.
1 year upon handover, then you will have 1 year warranty for the electric appliances. And then this is our built-in fridge, which is the brand is Electrolux.
Okay. Those
Yep.
are all actually all branded stuff.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, what is this?
And then this is yard area, which this 2-in-1 washer and dryer also provided in this area. So not only for your laundry purpose, but actually this area you're able to do your own cabinet as another small storage area as well.
Is this an open area or is it
No, it's a close-up area without window. But we have the mechanical ventilations is already built in for you.
Alright.
So as you can see, this is our biggest layout with the very squarish layout. This is the living hall and the kitchen. And then for this side, the left-hand side is our master room, and my right-hand side is my second bedroom and our study rooms.
Right. So meaning to say in this layout,
Yes.
we have both sides of bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, we have both sides of bedroom.
Yes.
So should we walk through the small living
Yes, can.
hall?
So this is our study room. So this sliding door actually we provide also. It's actually 3 panels of it. So you can close it or open it, depends on your needs. Yep.
Okay.
And then this area is depends also. You can utilize at study room, kids room, your playrooms or your games room.
Spacious.
Yeah, very very spacious.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is the shared toilet. Okay. So for the toilet or bathroom actually is fully fitted as well. All the fitting, all the accessories are all provided. Like the mirror, lighting mirrors, the WC, all the tempered glass, the shower heads, all provided. Even the built-in heater as well, we already done for you. So you no need to do any renovation for your bathroom. Okay, it's full set. And then this study room actually is sharing toilet with our second room. So actually both is connected. So this is so this is our second room. Yep. So for our second rooms, all the fittings again. So for the wardrobe actually with lighting wardrobe provided. We have both panels and the full height storage area at the upper part, and all the like ducted aircon provided. The fans, the lights are all provided.
Thanks.
The fans, yes. Okay. So come back to our living hall. Actually, you can actually feel that our space is very large and spacious because actually our ceiling height is very very tall. It's 3 meters. So actually it's like enlarging your entire space already. Yeah, it's a very good layout for you to manage or to organize your furniture. Yeah, this is a very best layout. Yeah.
Yeah, and what are those fittings are including in this entire area?
Okay, for the units itself, we provide the solid timber floorings. Okay, so for the plaster ceiling as well, the lights, the fans, the air cons are all provided. Just that our show units, you can see we have some ID treatment. So for the wall panel, this wooden wall panel is considered ID treatment, which is not included upon handover. Yeah, in another word, when upon handover, the wall is just coated white color walls only.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like an idea for you to renovate your home when you get your house key.
And loose furniture, actually you can get your own lovely design.
Yes, this is like an inspiration for you lah. If you like the design and the style, it's very minimalist but very elegant.
Okay, let's go to the master bed.
Yep, this is our master room. It's very spacious layout, again squarish, and then against all the fittings, the timber floorings, the lights, the fans are all provided. And then for this part, we have a walk-in wardrobe here, two-sided. Yep, all lighted. Yep.
Okay.
Lighted
it's good
wardrobe.
Enough for the ladies.
Yeah, additional another one here. So these two part of the wardrobes are provided in the master rooms. So for our bathroom, master bathroom. So this is our star fixtures for the master bathroom with the long bath is provided, and then the full set of the fittings like the lighted mirrors and the his and hers washing sink are provided as well. Not to mention, for these things, it's very advanced. This is Japanese Toto Nyora's WC is provided only in the master bathroom.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, and then for the wet areas, all the tempered glass, the rain shower, the shower head are all provided. So for the bathroom, actually is complete. Yeah, very spacious. As you can see, it's very spacious. Yeah, and elegant and a little bit of hotel style, simple and elegant. Come, I show you another interesting part of our Type D layout. Yeah, here. For this layout, the most interesting feature that most of our buyer like is the longest and the widest balcony, which is end to end. So it's very long, and this is very rare in new property in Klcc areas. As you can see, it's really end to end. Very spacious here. You even can put a small coffee table over here, and you can enjoy your chilling time here.
Hello.
Yeah, and then this is the second room. So actually it's connected. So it's like you can come in, come back to your rooms.
Okay. It's very fun, because
Yeah, it's very fun.
You have your all end-to-end balconies connected. Your second bedroom, your master
Living
bedroom.
room.
So sometimes for the your daughters, maybe your children, your kids want to look for the parents, they can actually just go to the balcony and knock.
Yes, because actually sometimes balcony is very important. With and without balcony is really make a big difference. Especially nowadays, during lockdown periods or during at home period, actually you need a space to freshen up. So the balcony play a very important role.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how about those switches and the lock? I understand that some of the switches and lock also.
Yeah, all the switches, the brand is Schneider, are all provided. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So should we go to another type of unit?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Hello, welcome to our Conlay Type A1 share unit. This is our one bedroom layout. The size is 743 square feet. Join me for the walkthrough again.
Konnichiwa.
Please come. Okay. So once you come in to our unit, the condition provided is fully fitted. Like the shoe cabinet over here is provided, especially for ladies to store all your shoes, your high heels over here. It's very spacious and sufficient enough.
And here also. Yeah.
Yes, another area for you to store your stuff. And then this is along this walkway, and then this is our laundry area where the place we keep our 2-in-1 washer and dryer. The brand also is Retorux. Okay, it's over here. And then this is our guest toilet. Okay, for this guest toilet actually is a full toilet, which inclusive of the shower area. Not only the powder room, but also with the shower areas. So actually for your guests to stay overnight, this is for them to use. No need to interrupt you for the master bathroom. Yeah. So all the fittings are provided, so like the lighted mirrors, the washing machine, the WC are all full set. So likewise, all the switches are provided is over here. This is the switches for the kitchenware. The brand also same is Schneider. We will place over here. So this actually is a foyer area. We design this way for you as an inspiration. So when you come in here, you can actually sit down here to change your shoe or have a rest, put all your stuff. So this is a very good area for you to rest before or after you come back home.
Maggie, I understand that there is another type that actually we have another plus one bedroom over here, right?
Yes, with the same size, 743 square feet. So for this foyer area, we will actually make another study room. So the study room will come with the sliding door as well. So actually for those that need additional space for a working area, they can consider that type.
Okay, very good for expatriate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the living hall area and the open kitchen area. So the full set of the kitchen cabinet also provided, and all the electric appliances like the Bosch microwave, the Bosch oven, okay, and the Bosch electric cookers, and the hobs also. Yeah, the hob also provided, and then the hand screw head pull out tab. Yep.
And it's coming with the hot and cold water?
Yes, yes. So for our Conlay, all the unit, all the rooms and kitchen come with hot water system. Okay? And then the washing machine again is Tekka brand, and then with the Glad waste disposal is provided for every unit.
Okay. So you just throw all the whatever waste here.
Yeah.
You actually dispose it.
Yes, but not the big bones. Not the big bones, yeah. And then the built-in fridge provided as well. Upper and bottom part, Electrolux brand. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So basically,
is it a full height?
Yes, it's full height. So to give you more storage area.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep all your stuff on top of the cabinets there. Yeah, so basically you just need to add your own taste of the furniture, like the dining table set, the sofa areas will do. Okay. So actually our layout very spacious. The height is near to 3.5 meters. Okay, very spacious, and the ceiling height is 3 meters. So entire space is very large. It's like enlarging the space, is very cozy.
It's good for social distance.
Yeah, actually yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Master bedroom.
Yeah, master room. Okay. So this is our master room area. The height is near to 3 meters. So all the fittings are all provided, like the ducted aircon, the fans, all the lightings are provided. But then again, all the ID treatment like the bedding, the bed, wallpaper are not included in the unit. So actually this is another idea for you to touch up your unit when you get your house key. Okay, come, I show you our walk-in wardrobe area, which is the lighted wardrobe are all provided to you. Yeah. We also done all the storage area for you. So basically you no need to do any renovation for your needs. Okay. And then this come to our bathroom. The sliding door is provided.
Hello, konnichiwa.
Yeah. So for our bathroom, again we will have his and her washing machine. So for couples, they basically no need to fight. Yeah, for the toilets. And then we also have the wet area. Wet area is here, and the dry area. So the dry area master bathroom here come with this Japanese automatic WC with Total Neorest brand. Yep. Okay, so all the accessories and the fittings are all provided, so it's very full. Yeah, to emphasize again, balcony is really a good feature of our Conlay Klcc. from our room actually is you can actually it's connected through this balcony to your living hall. Yeah. Yeah, you can come back again here. Yeah. So actually for our window panel glass, we're using the thick glass. The thickness is 10.38 mm. So actually it's come with the soundproof effects already, so you no need to worry about the noise. Although you are in the cities, it's almost like 99%.
How about this?
Sound insulation. Yeah, the railing of course is with it is about 1.1 meter height, and actually it's open area. You just ignore the glass with it because it's our existing structures. So actually it's welcome the natural breeze into your unit. So basically, you no need to turn on your aircon because it's very windy. So this is a very good. That's why we provide the fans. It's welcome the natural breeze and without open the aircons.
Yeah. Okay. And how much does it cost for the 1 bedroom and the 3 bedroom, 2 plus 1 bedroom?
Okay, for instance, this type 743 square feet start from net price ringgit Malaysia 1.26 million onwards. Okay, and for type D 2 plus 1 layout start from 2.2 million ringgit Malaysia.
Okay.
Yes.
And all the fittings are included, all the branded stuff are included, and also thank you very much, Maggie. Okay.
Oops.
Thank you very much, Maggie, to walk us through the beautiful showroom. Okay.
Well, you're welcome.
Okay.
Thanks, Nicholas, for this arrangement. Happy to see you all and happy selling. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Maggie. So cool, everyone. How about the show? I mean, the mock-up unit walkthrough. Is it have more ideas about the products now? Okay. Wow, so many messages. All right. We hope to get this briefing later if possible. You mean Lily? Okay. Now open. Open for Q&A time.